Kentucky lawmakers are continuing discussions on artificial intelligence, building upon the groundwork laid last year by the AI task force. Speaking to the University of Kentucky Board of Trustees last night, State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe of Lexington, who co-chairs the task force, says the group has only begun to scratch the surface.
And we decided to really stay only on the public sector. So we did not like any regulations for the private sector. We said, really, what is Kentucky going to do? How are we going to, as a cabinet, as departments, how are we going to think about privacy, about data privacy, protection of citizens' rights, making a risk-based approach so that we're leaning in when it makes the most sense for constituent services, for streamlining, for government efficiencies, taking more risk, pulling back when we think it might be more than we want government to have or AI to have more rules for. And then the goal is really moving forward to continue to expand into places like energy, education, land use, data consumption. Those are some really big issues that will be probably coming this year.
Kentucky has a strategic advantage, with an abundance of energy, cheap energy. As you look across the country, there's really a shortage in energy, and these data centers that are necessary to operate artificial intelligence and are necessary to kind of progress technology, they use a lot more energy than really any other sector or emerging industry, but there's not a ton of jobs tied to it and to the data center itself. And so there's a really large policy discussion and some decisions that have to be made around that.
State lawmakers also highlighted ways AI could be used to advance education and health care.
I'm greatly excited about the conversation. I mean, UK and Lexington are really centrally located, and they bring a lot of unique resources to the table between access to research and innovation and healthcare technology. We are at a really great place to do some really cool things for Kentucky. If we can find a way to provide better healthcare services and reduce our costs, that would be a great opportunity for Kentucky.
Earlier this year, state lawmakers passed Senate Bill 4, which sets up a framework for the use of AI in state government. The bipartisan bill was signed into law by Governor Andy Beshear in March.